Okay, you're welcome to night training. My name is Mida Jimo, the team leader of Planb Express. This is robotic opportunity or leveraging a robotic system to make money, both in investing, trading, and of course, if you want to involve in affiliate or marketing. Now, first of all, we look at leveraging on the robotic, and we said we have centralized robotic system and decentralized robotic system. Okay, so if that's the case, so looking at the centralized and decentralized robotic system, and I took a very particular example on Bybit. But the first thing we did yesterday was that you showed us about trade, that's to buy and sell, to buy low and sell high. We talked about that yesterday. If you cannot see my screen, maybe you have to, if you're using your phone, you scroll back to the beginning, and that's why you probably cannot see the screen. So if you scroll back to the beginning of the beginning, you're going to see the screen clearly. All right. So now, yesterday we talked about, how to buy USDT, P2P. We fly yesterday, and we bought a particular token yesterday at about 95 cents, if I'm not mistaken. And I said it's going to go above $1, and then you probably want to sell. And we said the first thing or the first place we go to is to go to trade, perhaps like on Bybit. And remember, I told us that if you so we go to Bybit and then go to Spurt. And I told us that if you do not really have maybe you're, less than 18 years, you have no legal ID card to do your verification on Bybit or related exchanges that are actually on high need for all this legal information. And I said the best you can do is to use other exchanges that probably wouldn't need your verification. All right. So I don't know why this is just taking this dimension. And then we bought the token yesterday, and let's look at it. The token right now, that's the token we bought yesterday, was grass. And we bought it at about less than $1 anyway, at about 0.90 something cent. So let me look at it. And remember, those of you who were here yesterday, we talked about coin aggregator, an example as CoinGecko. And you can see the token we bought yesterday is above $1 already, and we have done more than 10 or 15%. If you bought, probably you want to sell because it's at 90 something cent that yesterday when we bought. And of course, if I want to sell, I can sell and definitely make profit. Now, so quickly go and said, we're going to look at the robotic, both decentralized, centralized robotic and decentralized robotic. And we use a practical example on Bybit. So quickly, I will use Bybit to exemplify for us to understand the robotic. So robotic allow you to invest, and robotic allow you to trade leveraging on already set tools without too much effort or energy. Now, but the only thing you probably will need to learn or to understand in maximizing the robotic is to understand basic of market. For instance, I will quickly go into like the market environment, which I told us yesterday that looking at the market environment, and I said about a place where you do what we call technical analysis, right? That we do technical analysis, right? So here we are. For instance, I'm going to share a page with us now. And I told us about trading view that you don't need to know too much, okay? And I told us about trading view. Those people who always take trading with us on live trading section were trading yesterday, and we took a lot of instrument and we analyzed it and we took trade and make a lot of money, just following simple instruction. But all of those things that you were seeing that we're analyzing or to use to analyze, we have really come to a point where it's a lot easier than you can think. All right. For instance, we look at different instruments to trade, and we made money to say, okay, we can follow trading and still follow robotic to make trade. Okay. And in doing that, both analysis trading itself, everything is highly automated. So, but definitely I need to just have an idea, the direction of the market, and I jump into the boat and I set the boat and I get out of the market, and market do what you want to do for me and give me money. I'll come back and make my money. And that's one of the biggest aspects of the market. For instance, I have a robotic, maybe to even analyze beyond just trading and all of that. Let me use an example for us, because these are the things you will learn if you can pay simple attention. You maximize. Funny enough, some of those platforms probably could be free, and some of those platforms could require, basic maybe subscription, and some of those platforms could require just paying attention to learn and understand. Like I told us about centralized, number one. All right, centralized, which we're going to use Bybit as an example. Decentralized, look at an example of decentralized. This like sniper, auto snipe is decentralized. If you look at this, my bot here, it's showing you how many winnings. The winning I've had 314% and all that. This is a bot that just trading on meme coins and doing what it's doing, right? It's telling you your biggest win. This is the win, this is the win, this is the win, and all of that. All of these, I can tell you that like this bot is free. You are not paying anything to use it. That's one of the lovely thing about, some of those things probably we see. Now, this is decentralized. And then we talk about Telegram. Look at it sometime. Let me show you something. This is an example. Let me just take out a bot now. This is a robot, right? Look at it. Look at what I do here. Now, assuming I want to analyze the market. Now, these have been analyzed market for me. I see select peers. This is an example of robot, okay? Let me look at Euro USD. Use Euro USD. And I want to say, okay, let me just analyze Euro USD market trend in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 15 minutes, and all of that. So let's take like 30 minutes, and I want to analyze Euro USD in 30 minutes. Please start analysis. I'm just sharing. If you can see my screen, please can you type 111 on the chat box, everybody? If you can see my screen, can you type 111 on the chat box, everybody? Can see my screen, type 111 on the chat box very quickly if you can see my screen. Let's go together. If you can see my screen, type 111 on the chat box. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's great. Thank you, that is great. Thank you, that is great. Now, this is an example. Look at this now. This is currency pairs, Euro USD, according to the analysis with time frame 30 minutes, technical indicators are active buy. 6/11, sell 2/11, neutral 3/11. That means buy high. Okay, moving average, active buy, right? It's a buy. 6/6 buy, 0/6 support region, all right, and resistance region. And now say summary buy. Now, if I go back to my technical analysis platform and look at Euro USD, it's already telling me that this is support. And look at it. Let's look at it sometime 1.05. Yeah. So then, yeah, support 1.05, 1.0856, 1.0856, right? 856 something here. Okay. Now, and then resistance somewhere up there and all of that, which is correct. All right. But it's still telling me, yeah, go ahead, you can buy, meaning targeting up as it were. All right. So I'm just showing you what robotic can do for me, right? Show me a lot of things I can do. And then I pick maybe another currency pair, for instance, say GBP USD, right? And then say 15-minute time frame or 5-minute time frame, all right? And say now do analysis for me. Yeah, and say, okay. And then you say, yeah, it's buying, and saying this region, and let's look at GBP USD. I'm just showing you, and then different tools or robotic we do. That is, you don't need to give yourself unnecessary stress, and it's actually telling me to buy. Okay. So if I'm buying now, I'm targeting to sell up somewhere here. I'm just using general market activities. Now, going to the centralized trading bot system, I go to Bybit. And for instance, if you're using Bybit, I know I sent a link to us about Bybit. And then what you do is that if you're using your phone, and you're going to click on trade, perhaps to click and explore other options on. You have about 15, maybe 10 to 15 system of making insane money on Bybit without paying a dime, right? Yeah, so so there are many, many, many ways of making money on Bybit without paying a dime. So now, if I go over here, so let's quickly return back to this guy. This is network conjunction. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, Bybit trade. Okay, network conjunction. Okay, so ordinarily, I have to click on tools, right? And then look at it. You have copy trading on Bybit, right? You can use ChatGPT to navigate markets. Then you have trading boards, and you have different stuff we can do on Bybit. Right now, we can do what we call prop firm connections with Bybit. Now, where you can subscribe for, prop firm and get connected on Bybit. Now, what matters to us on this training is the Bybit trading board, okay? Now, that's a centralized trading board I'm just showing to you. Now, you have different options here. I'm not going to go detail of this, just to show you many ways of you making money. Yesterday, we said you deposit in your USDT and all of that. Now, look at it. This is the most used bot I use on Bybit. We call it Future Grid, okay? Now we have Future Martingale. I don't use Martingale. Now you ask, what's the difference? Why is Martingale not being used by Felix? Now, not that it's bad, but I don't use it because it's more riskier, all right? Then there are other options you want to like get involved in DCA if you understand what it is. But this one, you can even see that's the one that's most on fire. Now, it's more like a kind of investment for me, but you need to know basics. Now, if I click on grid, future grid right now, it's going to show us different options, right? And it can show you existing boat that have been running, and it's asking you to pick any of them. Sometimes it can even bring out a top pick for you, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for Bitcoin, so I rather look for altcoins, right? So if I look for altcoins, for instance, let me look at, I'm going to search for, let's search for, um, let's search for grass because grass is already on this. So I search grass. Here you have grass, right? Here you have grass. So if I click on grass, now it shows me that people already have started using grass for both. This guys is trading on grass and it's telling you what people have done within this period of grass and percentage they have done. So this guy's short grass, this guy short grass, this guy short grass, this guy short grass, and all of that. Okay. Now this guy is a neutral on because on grid boat, so neutral and all the like. Now, assuming I want to pick any of those existing, just for me to click and then pick this strategy. All right, it's going to tell me how much money do I want to allocate to it, maybe $50 or something. But I'm not using that. And what we encourage people to do is to click and use manual. So when you click on manual, listen, this manual does not mean you are saying you are going to be trading manually by yourself. What you're saying is that I want to set my parameters manually. Now, I love to use neutral, and I will tell you reason. When you see me using neutral, does not mean, okay? When you see me using neutral, does not mean this is the only style you can use. No. What we say is that if I understand the mind, activities of this coin, I probably could go on neutral. Or if I understand that the market is extremely bullish, I can go on long and continue to trade and all of that. So, but mostly when I'm using grid, I use neutral, right? And then continue to set all of those necessary parameters. For instance, you have the up and you have the down range of the market. Okay, so this is the range which will have the upper and the lower and the upper. So there are other things you will set on the lower and the upper in order to maximize it. But you need to understand that the grid I'm setting, if your grid, please take note of number of grid should not be too many, maybe like maximum 20 or 25. Now, because if the money you're using is very little and use too many grid, you won't accomplish result faster, okay? So, but if your money, let's say you are trading with $500, all right, and then you're using 50 grid, all right, or you're using maybe 100 grid, it's a bit manageable, but you are trading with $50 and you're using like 50 grid, it will reduce the potential profit you're supposed to be making, okay? And then you'll be paying more transaction fee when you're doing that. So those are the things we do here. So assuming I want to go in for this guy, so let me just show you an example. I can use this one as the what base, and I can increase this guy to like 1.5, okay? Can use this guy to 1.5. And I'm going to say number of grids should be like just 20, all right? And then my leverage, so probably I can use 15, right? I'm using 15 leverage, right? And then it's going to asking you to copy the parameter of this guy. I probably say no, right? And then, so 20, and then, so let's say you put in $50, right? And now, so here you go. And then you say, create a boat. Now it's going to ask you, yes, am I good? I'm good. And then the boat is created. Listen, this boat you have just created, now look at it here, look at it here. Now, it's going to take trade based on the market condition, all right? And you can terminate any of the boat you set at any time you want it. So look at PopCat. PopCat is telling you that this is the grid boat that was set on PopCat some days back. Look at it, look at something, right? Here, number of grid is how many? 25. Here, number of grid is how many? 50. Now, this guy, yeah, for the fact that it's not as volatile as PopCat, it's going to take time to give you the profit you're looking for. Let's look at it. If I click on this detail, right? Now, look at this detail. This is showing us that, hey, you know what? These guys had made profit of $38.82 so far within 14 days, right? And now, so it's still running on a kind of not finished trade, which about 50%. So if I leave it continue that way over time, and then I can terminate the boat. So there are things I will always set when I'm setting. You see what the other one I just set and leave it now. So when I set a grid boat, so look at it. Now, the same day this one was set, this SUI, if I click on details, so what you're going to have is that this thing has run the same day, 14 and 7 hours, 14 days and 7 hours. But how much money has it made? 22%. Now, yes, fine, it's not as volatile as the other one, but if you click on position, and then you're going to see, let's look at the history. Now, what is making per trade is about 53 cents. Perhaps if I had made it only 25 instead of 50, maybe per trade, what it will have been making, right? What it will have been making would have been $1 plus. And that will have given more profit because of the number of trade it has executed. Okay, so if you look at it here, it has executed the number of trade here. Let's look at position. All right. 19. Okay, no, sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, here. Let's try this. All right, good. Okay, good. So if you go back, let me go to my bot. And then so far, the number of trade it has executed, profitable trade, is 22. Yeah, here, this guy have executed 39 trade. Now, this 22, if I didn't mean, this guy was on $1 plus, that would have been $22 plus now, but it's $11. So get it right. So that's one of the things that when you are setting a grid boat, you probably want to set with lower number of grid. The higher the number of grid, of course, the more frequent a trade, but reduce the profit per grid. And that's why you don't necessarily, unless the money is big, you can increase the number of grid, to accommodate some of those movement. That this one of the boats you just set and you allow it to run, and then you're going to be making money. So imagine you set a boat, and probably sometime within a month you can do over 50, 100%, right? And if you are the active type who follow the boat, you can make maybe 150% on your boat. And that's one of the amazing stuff about setting robotic trade boat. And now I told you about copy trading. Now, copy trading on decentralized boat. I'm using Bybit as an example because I use Bybit and BitGet because they are powerful robotic platform that you want to trade. So now look at this guy. Now you're doing what we call copy trading. Now, be caution, copy trading is cool, right? But you have to be very careful because sometimes you could copy somebody who is so violent in its own trading approach, and now you're going to be burning your money. And now you look at this guy. Now this is a copy trading boat. Look at this, a copy trade trading pro. Okay, so look at this of these guys. All right, invest now. So maybe this guy is filled up, this guy is filled up, and all the like. Now, if you come back here, right? So top traders by ROI. So this guy did about 419%. This guy 403%. Now let's click and see if you want to copy this guy. Okay, so let's click to open this guy. Now I've clicked to open this guy, and I'm going to go very fast anyway. Now, if you look at this guy, look at this guy. This guy had been trading for about 21 days, right? And he's having about 59 followers, right? And what he says is that if you copy my trade, 10% of whatever thing you make will be cutting to me, right? And now, so in 7 days trading activities, 19% down, then let's look at in 30 days, 75%. So, he has just traded for 21 days. So let's go by 7 days, right? Now, here you go. So that's one of the things you need to understand when you are trading. Now, let's look at this guy. Let's look at the health of the people that are copying him. Now, so, okay, only one person is actually going on within this number of days. So maybe you check other people, they have been following, but not being on profitable activities. So this guy have done 253% in just 3 days of copying, right? Now, so you perhaps, okay, well, maybe if this guy that you love, or you probably want to check another person, right? Another trader to copy. So for instance, if I go over here and let's look at this guy, let's look at this guy. BTC in, and then if I click this guy and it pop it up, and to check it how, because another thing we always check is to check the win rate of some of those traders. Now, this guy I've been trading for the past 16 days, having only 13 followers. Now, from the first beginning of the trading, he didn't find any profitable trading, okay? And that's what you're seeing over here. Now, in 7 days, he has done 396%, right? And now let's look at the number of head of followers of people. Now, this only this guy, 303%. Now, the point is you want to look at this guy, how has been his level of consistency, and that's one of the things you want to look at statistics, right? So when you look at the statistic, look at the trade, right? Sometimes you can see the trade guy was taken, okay? And now look at it, he short dodge, long dodge. So you can see this guy had only been trading dodge. Yeah, you can see was trading dodge. Now he lost money at first longing dodge for this number of period. Okay, you see now? 28, so 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 28th. So imagine when you're copying this guy in these days, you're going to be running at loss. You say, no, this guy is not profitable, it's rubbish. And now what happened? On the 29th, on the 29th, on the 30th, so 3 days, this guy became profitable. Okay? So these are the things you check when you're looking at the persons you're supposed to actually copy. And so you copy person, and then you're going to be making money just copying somebody. And of course, I'm not going to go to those details just to show you that you do not have any excuse not to make money. All right? Just like I showed us about the decentralized system right now, that to set up your decentralized stuff. So you have the decentralized robotic system that you can use to trade, right? You can do copy trading here too, and you can do a lot of things. And then we have, I think I've sent us this link on our group that you can copy trade on these guys. Now, I can copy trade again on different robotic, right? So I can copy trade on different robotics. Okay, this is another crazy bot that I can copy trade, can analyze the wallet of, we call it smart wallet, okay? So we'll call it smart wallet. So I can follow to trade what they call smart wallets. Okay, where's this guy? Copy trading. Here, so over here. Never bother because I'm going to send us all of those things. Just want to show you guys something called smart wallets. Okay. Sorry. Okay, never mind. So now this is an example. Now, the next example of robotic, which I'm going to show what I call non-liquidated type of robotics. So let me quickly just share with you. If you have any question, you can just pause and just write it down because after the training, we're going to give means for you to ask questions. So let me quickly show you other robotic that when you're trading, and then you maximize and still make a lot of money. So let's go. This is non-liquidated different robotic system. Most of you on our forum, we've shown you non-liquidated robotic system. And that's one of the example we used was this bot called the U trading, right? For instance. Now, one of the things about this bot is this. Now, this is, I call it non-liquidated robotic system, right? You can trade futures, you can trade spot, you can trade different types of strategy, okay? So network injection, okay. So you can trade different robotic strategy. Now, if you check it over here, if I click on trade, right, you have automated. Automated means that you can just allow this guy to be, okay? You can just allow this guy to be and run trade for you, okay? You can run trade for you. Now, on passive level, however, what you may make may not be too big compared to like now, if I'm actively following my own trade and I'm going to see a lot of trade to pick some time, and maybe in a month I could do like 100%. And maybe you're doing on the robotic strategy on the automated, you probably may just do 10 or 20% sometime, but sometimes you can do so much, you say, oh, and that the only thing I'll tell people is that you can learn to diversify. This is to connect the boat and say, okay, and get the gas fee maybe for 30 days, depending on the number of gas fee you have here. And then you're going to be trading. That's one. Number two, there's a signal, okay? So there's a signal, for instance, if you go to the futures, so signal will be given to you to like, so you can see signal, for instance, spot trend signal, future trend signal, right? You want to, and I say, still want to say future long Dash coin, okay? So Dash coin, if assuming I want to long Dash coin, I can just copy this one and follow it and allow it to run. And after the trade take profit, it will just go that way. This is short. Now it's a short sand. So if I click and follow, look at it, price, and so that sounds and Bitcoin Cash and showing the prices and all of that, then you can actually use. But manual is the place we now set different boat, to be running, and I mostly use the DCA, for instance. If I use the DCA, you have the long, we have the short, you have the auto hedging. That is, you open two positions at the same time, one down, one up. Now, it's based on any coin I pick. For instance, if I pick, let's say I pick a Doge, let's take Doge. And now I say, hey, Doge is what I want to engage. I put in all the parameters. There's a way we set all these parameters. For instance, I call it cycle. And then I put in radical. If it's the radical I want to study, and then I use maybe 10x. So minimum I use is 10x. This 10x does not amount to the type of 10x you're going to have in your back of. That's what I'm talking non-liquidated. I can say maybe 4 or 5 position and see how much is going to use $16 at a go, but by the time you multiplied all the whole thing about to $90. Now, why? I say every time market come down, take 1.2 of the previous volume you set, and I said, to what level do I want the price before it will buy for me? Maybe I say when the market drop by another 7% or another 5%. Then trailing cover, I put it 0 because I don't want any trailing, for instance, and then take profit. Sometimes I take it at 1%, most of my trade, or sometimes I take it 1.3%. So 1.3% at my take profit. Now, trailing stop take profit, I don't use anything there. And then ceiling, yeah, you may allow it to be, or I can take it up to 25, 0.25, 10. Yeah, I'm good to go. And there are other options I probably want to set to it, but this is not necessary. Now, at the end of the day, what happened? I just go ahead and click launch. When I click launch, the boat start running. Now, if you look at it, there are some that are running, and that's why you see this profit on this boat when it was just set, okay? Now, to experiment. Now, if you look at it here, first, you talk about binding, right? Binding different exchange. Bybit, Binance, Binance US, okay? BitGet, KuCoin, Bitfinex, and all the type of exchanges and the type of trade it allows you to trade. Some is spot and futures, some is only futures, and some is only spot trading, as it were. So now this is non-liquidated robotic what do we call it? AI, but you have to link or bind your API. So here you'll see Bybit is binded here. I have many of these because when I'm doing training, I like to use from the basics sometime and all of that. Another bot I was experimenting, you can see, I told friends, if I see anybody complaining of not making money right now, I always tell you it's your fault. Seriously, I don't know any reason you can give to me not making money. I'll tell you your reason is not genuine enough. That's the truth. Because there are so many ways to make money with rest of mind, with less stress right now. But if you're not paying attention, that's where the problem coming. Now look at it. There's something I pick on this boat is that if I go to trade here and I want to take this boat here, now assuming I want to set this boat, there's something crazy I saw about the boat is this. It allowed me to set what we call CTA. And what's happening in CTA? CTA is a very fantastic strategy. It allows me to set the different indicators and that have been configured. Look at them. That have been configured, Ultra MACD. There's a resetting that can just continue to scalp and paying attention to all of those things. That means it will enter an open trade anyhow until conditions are met. And that's one of the lovely things that I've seen in this platform, right? So these are different robotic, and I set all of these. Probably I wouldn't need to disturb myself so much. And I say, okay, take profit on that right here. And I say, take profit on one condition, maybe on my AMA breakout to take profit and exit for me and all of that. I'm just showing you all of these guys. And then the trade continue to trade. You see, you have no excuse whatsoever because we have so many tools that are going to help you to make lousy money in this financial industry. Now, why I have to show you all of this is that because I've listened to quite a number of people, they tell me, oh, I don't know how to go about this space because I do not have enough money and because of I don't know where to go and all that. I say that's not true because the space is so fantastic, except you are not teachable, except you're not ready to learn. That's one of the things I've seen in the space right now. If you're not ready to learn, simple, then you're going to have issues because you're going to be wasting your time, your resources to people who will just be cajoling you. But you can see what I just showed you guys, that making money in this space is quite easier than before. Yeah, you heard me right. To make money in this space right now, it's a lot easier and even fun than before, right? It's fun than before because you have a lot of ways and robotic have simplified. You can see this guy is still running. And why is it still running that way? Because if I go to my trading view, which I show some of you, can you see this market that I wanted to enter? Look at it. NAS. Okay, this is Forex anyway. Many of you wouldn't understand. Say, okay, Feli, why would you want to enter? For instance, when I trade, most of you who don't know how to trade anyway, or you have been trading, I said when I want to trade and I want to just do day trading, I normally go on 5 minute and 15-minute time. So there are factors. If you look at it, those of you who are trading, if I go on line chart right now, you are going to find what we call a chart pattern here, just like a inverse head and shoulder. So you expect this market to come, worst case scenario, to come grab any position here. All right. So if I'm a trader or if I have time to trade, I've traded this guy and make a lot of money yesterday. So what I'm going to do is to find an entry up to this point. That's going to give me some reasonable pips if I want to trade. Okay. Now, so I'm not going detail about, showing you all of those strategy here, but the point is that you want to learn more about using all of these things, then you can pay much attention because we're doing a lot of free videos that can help you to maximize profit and then reducing unnecessary stress you use in engaging or to trade or to get involved in trading. Okay, right? So you can see Popcat um was pumping so many days back. And now somebody was on a trade and we're monitoring together. We're like, oh my God, what's I'm going to do? I said, don't bother yourself. Just allow it to run because I know that this Popcat was going to crash down even up to 1.4. And so we are getting closer there right now. And after, look at it. So let's look at where Popcat is coming to. 1.4. So by the time it come here, it will be making sense that, okay, preparing because this become like a key level, right? They become like a key level. And then once you get there, it start going up again. So imagine what my bot will have done because getting down here, it will have set some other buying again and then continue to buy up. Or even me, I may want to now find a long position. Imagine if I'm going to find a long position of this guy up until this point. So that's about 21%. So 21% and I use 10, that's 210%. That's cool. And if it's 500, you put in there, let's say $200, and it do 200 and something percent, that's about additional $400, and then you're good to go. Now, so why I'm showing you all of these guys is that the crypto or the financial market you think is so difficult or cumbersome to cope with, it's a lot easier than before because we have a lot of supporting tools, guys. So now, yesterday, like I've told you guys that, I've told you that trading is a lot easier. Now, going to the next strategy of buying coins, and so which we talk about the meme coin or the low gem coin. Everything we do in crypto is automated. I can tell you that. You do analysis, you do research, it's automated. Unless and if you are not humble enough to just learn. I'm telling you, it's automated. Everything, virtually everything we do right now in the crypto is automated because you don't need to give yourself unnecessary stress. Softwares will solve the problem that you actually be carrying in your head, to actually buy any tool. Now, this is one of the coin aggregator. Talking about this yesterday when some of us were in the class, and I told you guys about how we do research about all of these coins, and some of those meme coins now have been crashing. So if I take any coin now, for instance, I want to follow it up, and now, oh my God. So let's look at how many days this token, 1 day plus, and this token have done very well. And okay, so let's look at it. Look at this token. So this is more like a kind of wave 1, 2, and then never cross it. But if you look at it from where the coin started from to the wave through, that's about 7,500%. Now, you missed out of it. This token have been very, very fantastic. So I want to buy into this token. I probably will have to wait to this point. I'm not asking you to buy anyway, but look at it. Now, what will convince me to want to buy? I probably want to study more about this token, and then we'll look at people who just got into this and which robotic can do for you. And now this is about 174%. So what exactly am I supposed to do? Very simple. I know those of you are new, don't worry. You pay attention, especially those of you on that group. I'm going to do some short videos and send to you. Now, if I copy what we call contract address over here, and then I'm going to go into my Telegram to another bot to analyze the market. Even this trades, let's do that. Tradeways. Okay. Okay. Oh, oh, are you serious? Yes. Okay. Okay, maybe this my boat is different from the other one I use in analyzing. Let's go here. Let's go here. Sorry, let me just quickly show you guys this other one. A moment, guys. A moment. Okay, so let's look at it. I just want to show you guys something. So everything in crypto is simplified. Sorry, need to bring out something. Trades. Okay, so let me just share a page with us right now. I've copied the contract address. I'm going to show you what I needed to do here. Contract address. Yeah, copy, send to this guy here. Okay, okay, trades. Okay. Yeah. Replicate trade from your referral wallet. I'm sorry, I just want to pick out something for you guys here. Okay. Sorry. Adjust. Oh, sorry. Smart. Okay, so let me just share the page with us now. I'm gonna copy back here. Okay, so here we go. Everything you need is automated. Okay, so here we go. So I copy that contract address here. Sometimes it can delay us, right? Oops, pump detector. These guys are doing crazy stuff. Now see what we call smart money. So smart money. So if I click on smart money, where do we go from here? Smart money, come over, come over, come over. You're wasting my time. Network is congested. So, okay. So much congestion. So much congestion. Oh my word. Let me back up to this guy. Marlene, you good? So let me go to this backup. Yeah, so this guy. Okay, let's go. Automatic. Okay, I want to check smart wallet. Oh, good. Taking much of my time, guys. Taking so much of my time. Sorry, guys. This is my network is so bad. Okay, so let me take it over here. Let's take it over here. Let me take it over here and go to, yeah, so let me just share the page back with us. And now I'm gonna go to what we call source scan. So now source scanner, what it does for me is to analyze the wallet, the project itself. However, it's already an established project. Look at it. That's telling us that, okay, Mint Authority, all right, freeze authority, lovely, 100% ban. And now this market cap of this coin is $3.1 million, right? And liquidity locked, right? And so what I want to check is what we call the top 10 holders. Right, let's go here. Okay, DEX, ads, no ads, scan top 10 holders, top 10, 14%, not too bad. All right, see here, slippage, airdrop, no airdrop. Okay, so that's make a lot of sense, right? On this token, right? So that means I could actually follow up on this token, right? I can follow up on this token. Let's go, let's go. So I can follow up on this token and I'll say, okay, fine, since token is good, right? I want to find a way to go buy. So here we have the Trojan bot I've told you guys about. It's free. You pay no one to use Trojan bot. I just know that I do not have enough fun here to have taken my money. So I hope so. So if I type and then I post it, now it says sufficient fund. I don't mean there is enough money it will buy, and now it will be selling for me at those percentages I put. And now if it's to come here and to actually buy, right? I can find different tokens I want to buy here. This is another place to do what we call analysis. And then we have different tokens where we said, right, the token that's about to move and what percentage is going to move. And probably I want to analyze, look at this token at $9,000. Here, all right. So I'm just going through all of these that can help you so much to make money with less stress, right? Can help you to make a lot of money with less stress. But you should be ready to face our basic learning. So learning to make use of all of those platforms. So this is decentralized platform or aggregator for new tokens listed. And then you want to find a coin that is trending and all of that. And then once you find this secret organization, what's it all about? What trend? Probably when I get a trend, I want to go and read more about them. Are there something that just started happening now? This is a dump. This is a proper dump. Okay. So are there things that just want to start right now? I want to look at the top traders and who are they? I want to see their wallet. What's their gain? Or are they just lying and all of that? Now, there are a whole lot of things around this, but that's what some of those boards summarize to help you to do. Some of those boards just copy it, analyze everything, virtually everything you have, all right, to analyze. Now, so robotic is fast, bigger, stronger than what we ever thought, because we have moved beyond the usual when it has to do with this space. We have moved beyond the usual and we are going more crazier than what we used to have. And that's why a lot of people don't know. When you tell them about the opportunity, they look at it, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. But the first thing that's required for you to do is to pay attention to simple learning, and then you can continue to follow update in your business opportunity. Okay, I know those of you who were not here yesterday, I did more of fundamental stuff and all of that. So basically, you are new, you don't know what to do in the crypto, and you are just coming in for the first time. Where do I start from? And that was why I told us yesterday, those of us here yesterday, I said the first place you must start from is to quietly have what we call wallet. And one of the biggest example of the wallet we did mention is the Phantom wallet, right? And then we said outside Phantom wallet, you actually need a MetaMask. A MetaMask wallet is free for you, which you can download to your Chrome extension, right? Why this Phantom wallet can be downloaded to your Chrome extension, or at the same time, go into your mobile phone. And now, of course, over time, you probably want to need OKES wallet. That is, this is a web wallet, not the OKES exchange, the web wallet of OKES, maybe to store your USDT and all the like. So, but Phantom wallet is a must-have because that's one of the biggest ecosystem printing free money for new beginners. And then you have that, then you do need to have exchange. And that's why we posted like Bybit, basically, before now, that you can register on Bybit and use Bybit, to use Bybit to do both your robotic trading, free robotic trading, and at the same time, your personal trading, as it were. So quite fantastic that the robotic we have are definitely, like I promised, I was going to be doing some short videos and posting on our groups so that we can maximize it. So another fantastic opportunity is this. When we analyze tokens, we buy low to sell high, and some of those tokens can pump crazily. But if you don't take the profit from the table, because if you don't understand what exactly you're doing, example, we have bought a lot of tokens that have done massive move. What I mean, massive move. But sometimes people don't pay attention to when am I supposed to exit the market? When am I supposed to still be in the market? And that's one of the things that people don't actually learn, because we just go around the hypes and they make believe people create about crypto, but you must know exactly what you're looking for. So having bought a coin and it has done some good profit, you want to take profit, and then allow the remaining one to ride. But of course, that's where you need mentorship. Okay, wow. So I didn't even know that Michi went up this way, because I think I have a boat that was this same Trojan boat. Come on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, what is this one? Oh, this one must have dumped. I've forgotten this guy. Memo. Let me check it. Memo. So yeah, it definitely must have dumped, because I do not even remember that I bought such coin. Okay. Almost have been delisted from exchange. Aha. So it has rock pool. That's what it means. Okay. So here we have. Can you see? This is a dead project already. So this is a dead project. So we go back over there now. So just a wasted money. That's one of the danger about the meme coins and all the like. So this is gone, right? Then, so we just saw a token now, Michi. So I never knew Michi was even still pumping, but that's where, so Michi, we bought mini pump, and I think rested again. Okay, so mini still here. So Michi, project 89. Memetic intelligence. Okay. Project 89, where does it come from? So let's look at it. How many days? Wow, 7 days ago. So 7 days ago, wow. So I think this is healthy because after rocking down and they had a bounce, if you return back to 45 million, wow, that's crazy. 100 and something percent possibly. Then I may have to want to pay attention to go through most detail around the tokens and all like. Okay, so now we have this. So you can see that this place, assuming I want to buy, now let me check some of those tokens. Look at Michi. Okay, so what's this? 1 point something percent. So that's it has dump again. Let's look at it. Okay. Okay, so just 4%. Here you go. So that means you must have dump and pump and dump and pump again. And that's what you're seeing when it has to do with it. So this robotic, I could just paste any of those contract address and I want to buy, it automatically just buy for you. So that's how the robotic actually work. And we always tell some of us that when you buy some of those tokens and have done a lot of massive activities, it's expedient you take profit if you know what you're doing, right? So we're bought tokens that have done massive stuff, but many wouldn't know what to do per time because we're not paying attention to learning. Okay, so forests are pump and then maybe just start to move again and all the like. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to pause here. You have questions? Yeah, so I'm going to attend to your question one after the other, and so that can be on the same page. So, however, the group, I'm going to open the group, those of you on the other group, I'm going to open the group tomorrow so that you can do some interactive sections on it. Okay, so if you have questions, you can just put your digital hands up or you can type on the chat box and I quickly will respond to your questions one after the other. Okay, yeah, any question, anyone? You have questions, quickly just put up your digital hands and I will beckon on you to ask your questions. Yeah, so, okay, Taiwo, you're welcome. Right, yeah. Yeah, so any question? Okay, somebody say thank you. You're welcome. Oh, Mr. Mustafa, you're blessed. So those of you who are just starting, what I want to urge you guys is that please be patient, pay attention, to simple process. Okay, if you don't pay attention to simple process, I bet you'll be confused, right? Take one step at a time. One step at a time, please, is very important. Okay, so Taiwo, Matthew, can go ahead and ask your question.
Hello, good evening, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. So I just wanted to ask if it's going to be possible for us to watch this class again, like we can have access to rewatch it. So,
If you do what?
like if there will be access for us to rewatch the class, like the training for tonight, if we can have the link to
Yes,
watch it over
definitely.
again.
You definitely.
And and again, sir, I don't know. You were talking about trading stop and then trading profit. I don't know what does it mean, sir.
Okay, trailing stop, trailing profit. Yeah, so now trailing stop, trailing profit is actually a good settings in trading if you are trading to follow a particular asset to a good move. Example. Let me use example. There was a trade we entered into yesterday. And so now let me just open a page with you right now. Now, trailing stop loss or take profit is like this. Trailing profit, trailing stop loss, trailing take profit. Now, yesterday, we're on a class on a live trading section and for Forex, and then we were on US NAS 100, all right? We're NAS 100. Look at it. I told them, well, NAS 100, I say it's a sell, and imagine on the sell yesterday, we sold like here to this point, and it did a very massive profit. And it rallied up, and I told them that this rallying up is still going to get to a point somewhere here, and it will sell again. Now, in that order, when you do such trade, and you know that this was just like take profit one, and look at how the thing continues since that yesterday. Look at it, continue, and it has not stopped. Imagine a trade of yesterday. Now, when you stop here, you make money though, but the trade still have potential of going down more or up more. So what then do? I will activate what we call trailing stop loss and trailing take top profit. Trailing stop loss is that, look at where the stop loss is here. If you activate the trailing stop loss, is that as the market moves, let's say your stop loss is 2%, right? It's 2%. When the market move to this point, right? Instead of your stop loss to still be up here, it will be following the market by that 2% continuously. Continue like that. By that, you will have seen that that market, you will still continue to be in and in and in continuously. Then up to this point, if it has not returned by 2% back. Now, the same vein, you activate the trailing take profit. The trailing take profit is this. As the market continues to go, you have set your take profit, for instance, here. When it gets here, all right, it will adjust the take profit if the market continues to go down. And you set an option to say, okay, 1%, when it go and return by 1%, just cut me out. But it has not returned by 1%. Instead of taking the profit, it will continue to adjust it, adjust it, adjust it, adjust it. Now, when it continue to adjust it, when will it sell out? Maybe when the market return by like 1 or 2% that you agree, then that's when you cut you off. So, but if it's a trade you just want to trade and take your profit immediately, not checking when the market will go down to. I can tell you, look at it. Why do I say this market was going to sell down so massively? Look at it. Here, if we go back to my long-term view of that same instrument, you see my bias. Look at it. Yesterday was when I sold. And then you can see that the market is still selling massively. So imagine if I was here, when you enter here from yesterday, this is Forex, and to this point, that same position will have printed nothing less than $300 or $400, depending on the lot size you use. And then you can see now the market has not finished. We still have to the about 190, 19.65 thereabout, or even if you break that to continue to sell down to this point, that's going to be very massive. So that's how you can, if you want to be in a position for longer days, because you can envisage that the market was going to be selling or buying to that period, because you are looking at this point here for this market here now. Look at it. So you are down trailing the stop loss and take profit continuously, and that can take you to the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the market condition. That's what we mean by trailing stop loss and trailing take profit. Make sense? Yeah, so any other person, please? Okay, so I can see just a moment. So let me take out. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Just joined the training today. I'm new to crypto. Okay, don't worry. If you're new to crypto, I'm sure you are on the other group for the robotic Planb robotic AI system, right? Now, don't worry. There are a lot of short videos I'll make available for you guys, and that you just learn basics. And when you want to go further to learn more, that may need you to actually enroll. But I can tell you one thing: if you pay attention to one step at a time, you can learn how to buy low and sell high by yourself. And let me tell you, generally speaking, when you are a beginner, or even if you're not a beginner, the style you want to adopt into your crypto is buy low and sell high. You don't need too much trouble. Yeah, but of course, your time will need big patience, okay? Because sometimes people want to make so much money without putting so much at least attention. Let me not say energy, but attention. Then that's not good because you need to develop yourself. Now, for those of you who don't want to bother yourself so much, and so now we tell people that the first thing you need is just basic navigation platform, like your exchange and all the like. Second thing you need, all right? Second thing you need is access to the right information. All right, access to the right information. So that is to say, once you have learned basics, and then what you need, oh, this coin, like we said the other time, we say people should buy gold, we say buy Forex, buy this, and gold did about 200%. You take profit. That's what you need. You do not need more than that. Yeah, fine. Sometimes we may not talk about the signal, but every Sunday we do market update. We say, okay, like last Sunday, we say the market is bullish, and then we're at about $67,000 for Bitcoin, and other cryptos were down. And then you saw Bitcoin move from that $66,000 up to $73,000. That's what you need. So all you do, okay, where does the market is going now? Even when you are engaging your boat, okay, market is going to be doing that. And that's exactly what I did to Dogecoin when I saw, okay, Doge was bullish, and I said, Doge, you know what you're going to do for me? I'm going to engage my bot to deal with you. That's all. And then because why? I saw Doge. Can you see now? I saw Doge from here, and I engaged my bot. Imagine from 10 cents up until 17 cents. It has traded Doge and make a lot of money. And you can still see how even bullish Doge is. Okay? So all I need to know is, okay, bias of the week or for the day and all of that. So for more than 1 week plus now, or going to 2 weeks, my bot has been trading Doge. So imagine you get Doge from here at about 9 cents, and it has been trading, drawdown, sometime, continuing this way, and all of that. You have made a lot of money because from Doge, as of September 6th on Doge, and then up to this point, let's look at it, that's about 93%. Now, so with that, your boat will have been in and out of Doge. And imagine when you now set a trading, when it is 5x, 5x times 90, 90 times 5, that should be 450. Excuse me. That will have done 450% on your longing position. If it's 10x, that will have done 900% on your longing position. So your time, and then if you're not the type that want to do the future, you have just bought Doge, and then you're holding Doge, or here, holding Doge for a few weeks, right? Or a few days, and then you do 60%. So if you will $10,000 to buy Doge, 60% of $10,000, it's $6,000. So that's what you need to do. So you do not need to disturb yourself unnecessarily because others are shouting, I'm making this money this way, and all the like. Okay, somebody say on the robotic training, yeah, we have basic intro, or what do we call it? Basic intro or orientation group for the robotic. And if you are there on the group, before we can add you to the robotic training platform, you probably must have activated any of your account, either on you trading, and you bought your new gas, and then because the information there is purely for people who already have account, activate the account to implement buy and selling using the robot. If not, even if I do this training for money tonight, and you do not have an account, for instance, the one we did here, there's some persons who are there because they already have activated the account, and then using the robot, it's easy for you. When I say market is this way, you just, okay, let me go and engage my bot, and then you are going to be fine. Okay. Okay, for this training, okay, I really appreciate it. So much value. Okay, you're blessed. Okay, so now, by tomorrow, those of us on the other group, okay, yeah, this is going to be made available. Okay, so those of us on the group, if you are not on maybe Plan B Express, maybe some of you on the cash flow system, Yeah, of course, the training video is going to be made available on the cash flow system too. Then for those of you who are on the Planb AI hybrid robotic, then it's going to be made available there. Okay. So all the modalities are going to be passed across to us and you're going to be fine. Please have a question. Okay, go ahead. You can ask your question, would you? Or would you ask a question? Okay, where are you? So I can mute yourself. Okay, so you can mute yourself now.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm so happy to be in this training. I
You,
appreciate so much. Thank
you,
you so much for your time and your efforts. Um, I've gone through some trainings which I paid for and I didn't get that much value. But this is free. I'm just wondering how the mentorship will be if this is free and the value I'm getting is much.
you're welcome.
So the little I have to say is concerning the robotic. I
Okay,
want to know how to activate and you said you give us like a short video on step by step and all that. So I would like to also have that and then start off with the robotic. I'm totally new,
okay.
but I can learn fast.
Mm.
Like anything concerning money. Wow. I think I will I'm interested and I will put all all the effort to learn fast. Yes. So please, sir. And I sent you a message this evening. I was in the training yesterday, but
Oh,
I
so
didn't
that
get the recording.
you didn't send the message yesterday. You know, I told you guys to send a message yesterday. It's like you do not send that yesterday.
No, I didn't. I didn't send it yesterday, today.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, you will get it.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm gonna send to you.
Okay.
Mm.
All right, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, any other question? Anyone? So please, just like what you were saying. Now, one of the things is this. Please, I want to beg us. One of the major problem of our time is sometimes some of us, when we said not developing ourselves or not paying attention to learning, that's one aspect. Second aspect is that some of us, again, when we start learning, we overlearn. What do I mean by overlearning? You are not, like Jim Rohn said, don't study just for knowledge. It's about study for action. So if you're learning, it's just like, I want to prove that I can, because there are a lot of persons that they've been learning and been learning and been learning, no implementation. Then some persons do not know much, but they are full of action. Trust me, every man of action will always have a return of their action. So most persons have been learning, and then they can tell you everything. Some people can tell you when cryptocurrency, in fact, somebody will tell you that I know when cryptocurrency started in 1990. Meanwhile, it was white paper was 2008, and then the beginning was 2009. And somebody's going to tell you, I know about Bitcoin, as at 1998, stuff like that, just to prove that he has so much knowledge about this. Okay, somebody say question, please. Okay, Yemi. Okay, so Yemi, I'm going to unmute you now. You can ask your question. Yemi. Okay, where's Yemi? What's Yemi? Where's Yemi? Yes, Yemi. Okay. Yemi, unmute yourself and ask a question. Okay.
Yeah, I really appreciate you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. My question goes like this. In Forex, how
Hmm.
do we get signals that indicate the stop loss and take profits? Then another thing I want to ask is about the pips. How do we get the pips? What? How do we? I think we can calculate the pips either plus or minus, but how to get the pips? Then third question, can we get contract address from CoinGecko and use it to buy coin in an exchange? Those are my questions.
Okay. Now, your question about pips, how do you calculate pips and all of that? Now, these are just fundamentals you want to know, right? Now, when you want to know all of those fundamentals, I'm going to give you a link right now. You can study all thing about basics, all right? All of those basics you need about, pips, what is pips, how to calculate pips. Now, where you're going to get that, it's called www.babypeeps.com, right? Babypeeps.com.
Okay.
Babypeeps.com. Very simple. Now, knowledge is highly decentralized. Okay, you can see on the chart www.babypeeps.com.
.com.
Yes, babypeeps.com. So everything you want to study, even about crypto, about forex, all of those jargon, you are going to see it there, okay? You can go to school here, free school. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Including the signals.
Well, signals, let me now tell you something.
When to buy and when to sell.
Now, that's where you need knowledge, okay? Now, but basically,
Yes.
look at it here now. Look at Baby Pips. Even it teach you, shows you analysis. In fact, they have free signals that you can go to, right? By the time you follow the forum and all of that. Learn Forex, learn crypto, trading, all of those things. They are freely available there, okay? You don't need to pay anybody to get all of these things I'm showing you. It's free, right? All you need is your discipline to now start learning them, right? The difference between this place and when you have a mentor is that you're only riding on the wing of your mentor. But I always tell people is that a learner will become a master, but a master will never become God. So, but at least when you want to get some of those fundamentals, what is pips, how to calculate pips, you're going to get all of those things, right? All of those things on Baby Pips. Are you getting it? If you look at it, if you go to tools on Baby Pips, look at say, what did it say? Pips value calculator. You can calculate pips, right? Look at where to calculate pips. You can check all of those things. You can study much about that. It's free. I think one of the richest platform online to read detailed free education about financial market in terms of crypto, forex trading, and all the time. Talk about position size calculator, gain calculator, pivot point calculator, all of these forex market hours, all right? All of those things are there that you can study, okay? Now, but sometime when you study all of this, if you are not guided properly, it can lead to what we call analysis paralysis. Now, because you will now want to study for just knowledge instead of study for action. That's why you need like trading view. Look at what most of the question you're asking. I was telling them I was telling you you were in the class yesterday, and I was telling you guys about now I was drawing to you guys. I said the basic thing you need to know about the market are called price action and the market structure and what again? We talk about price action, we call it market structure, support, and resistance. These three things are very important for you. And so, yeah, so that when you are doing that, you are looking at what is price action, which has to do in combination of the candlestick movement and the patterns, okay? And if that is declared, and I told you that every market move either upward trend or a downward trend or a sideways. But the most pronounced is the upward trend and downward trend. And one of the things I always tell people to save yourself from the stress is that instead of me struggling to battle with a market that is going sideways, I better look for a coin that is either going up or down. Because if it's going up or down, the journey will be faster and it will give me what I'm looking for. But if it's going sideways, it's going to be so much confusing. And thank God for robotic. You are going sideways, no problem. I'm going to use grid boat to trade you. So you are doing in, up and down within the range. Now my bot will deal with you. That's what I always do when I have to do with, the market, right? So now you are now looking at the market. Okay, if you look at it now, from what we did yesterday, you look at it now. What will you call this market? From here now to this down. Is it an uptrend or a downtrend? You hear me? Is this an uptrend or
Okay.
from this up here? Can you see my cursor?
Yes,
To this
I
down
can
here,
see it.
where somebody drew a line. Will you call it an uptrend or a downtrend? You
Uh,
don't have an
Downtrend.
idea. Pardon? Yes, hear me, I'm listening. Do you call it an uptrend or a downtrend?
No, it's uptrend.
Hear me, you are not sure.
Uptrend.
Hear me, you are not sure. What we say was that markets move either up direction or a down direction. And we did mention something yesterday when I do some line of what we call market structure. We say a market that starts from the down and continue to move up, it will create what we call a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, stuff like that. And we said this low is low while we have this high. The next low will become higher low, and the next high will become higher high. We now say if the market is going that way, what you are going to have, look at it. If I draw a line here now, let me draw a line here from here to this point. Now, you hear me? This my line. Is it facing up or is facing down?
It's facing up.
So what will you now call that market?
Uptrend.
Good. Now, the same way, let's take out this guy now. See the market now. After that movement, the market stopped here. Instead of continuing to going up, what it did, look at it. I'm going to take this my line again, and I'll take from here, see this line here. This my line, where is it going?
Down.
That's a downtrend. All right? That's a what? A downtrend, because the market now starts,
Downtrend.
this is the highest. He now went down. Instead to continue going up, he stopped. He now come down. He tried to go up. He didn't get to this point. This is the highest. This one is low. This is a high. And then instead to continue to go up, he came down. And then coming down to this point, and then move up again. Look at this high. Look at this high. So look at this high. This high is lower than this. Why this one is lower than this? Then we have this low. We have this low. So that means a downtrend. So if I'm trading here now, so what am I going to do? That's where if it's Forex or future, what you are doing in Forex or future, what is it? Is that you are only bidding the price movement. That's what you're doing, Forex and futures, including synthetic. What I'm doing is not buying the asset, but I'm bidding the price movement. And so if I'm bidding the price movement, I'm only saying, oh, this market, look at it like when it was here, right? Now, before this market came down here, see where it came from. Because this is a low, this is a high. Now, it continued to go down, and now again, stop here and cover this here. Instead to move up and cover to this, it now stop moving. Now, in this stopping moving, I now say, okay, since you don't have energy to go, you are coming down. It now broke this. That means I'm shorting it. That's where you hear about short, both in Forex and crypto. So what you are doing here is, so in the West, we call it Baba Ijebu. You are predicting, it's going to fail. That is, you are doing Naira bet. You are bet Niger. So you are betting that the price of this thing is good. But you are doing your own with calculation and arithmetic and all the data analysis. Are you getting it now? Because you understand the market structure that, okay, if the market was going up, ordinarily, when it go up, it was supposed to, if it continue to go up, see, when it continue to go up here, when it come down here, it broke this one and go here. That means it's still going up. But at this point, instead of going up, it's now going to say, okay, this thing is tired. Then you are now selling. That's when you are saying, okay, this is where I'm going to sell. Now, if I'm selling here, if I look back here, see here, this is the previous point where the journey started from. I expected that it's either I will get to this journey and return up, or will get to this journey and break it. So at that point, when you are selling from here, you are targeting this place as your take profit. Why here, up here, is your stop loss that you are saying that, as this market is going down now, if you continue to go down where, the next stopping point is this. But if suddenly you return, even if you return, as long as you return and it didn't cross this one, I'm still fine. That's why you take your stop loss above there. And finally, the market actually went down. If your take profit was here, it will hit it. And that was what you saw we did here yesterday on this NAS. Okay, let's just see it here. That's what you see we did here yesterday. Look at it. Are you seeing it now?
Yes.
We have seen that the market was going up. Instead to continue to go up, it came down. To move and cross here, it couldn't cross. That is a failure. And now we are now waiting that there's a point before it move up. Can it cross it? It now cross it, we sold down. And now say, since it crossed it and we sold down, we look at this point. That's a kind of turning point before. We now say that's where our take profit is. And our stop loss above here. But it did, instead of doing that, it gave us our take profit and return back up here, but it couldn't get it. We sell again. In selling again, we now target the next place, which was this, and it got there. In getting there, it tried to return back. It couldn't make it. You sell again. And then look at it. It tried to make it up, but look at the last point before it came down. It tried to return there. If you are returned to this point, you are now expecting that, okay, if you return to this point, it should now retest and start going up for where it lost it. Look at the battle. It crashed down again. And that's another one it's doing here now. Right? Now, by the time this movement is moving now, if it cross here, it's going to sell down again, maybe to the next point. Right? So the next point is going to now is here. So that's how, don't worry, all of this one will get you confused more. But I'm just showing you like those questions you ask. If you go to Baby Pips, you can learn basics. But when you want to be directed, that's where you need mentorship. And that's what some of those things we run in Plan B. Not actually bothering you with too much stories, but action, like with you that I was talking about when I told you guys that I was going to do some short videos and posts on the group on how to set some of those boats and all of that. While some boats are running for you, you are learning more on how to identify some of those things. And that's the biggest asset you can have for yourself. Because when you give money to third parties, they help me, when you trade, give me profit. Money, money, money. Okay. All right. Do you get it now, Yemi?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, then the other one about
Okay.
the contract address.
Yeah, contract address is very simple to copy. Just like, now listen, when we talk about contract address, buying of coin on exchange, just like on Bybit, on MSC, on OKES, you don't need the contract address. You just need the name, the ticker name. Because you only use contract address on decentralized platform. What do you mean by decentralized? Because anything like Binance, OKES, Bybit, they are centralized. Because why? You are logging into the portal and then you do not have your private wallet there. It's the wallet they give to you. It's like you are staying in someone's house and you say, this is your parlor. Do you have parlor in someone's house?
No.
That is, you are a visitor in someone's house. I'm not saying the rented apartment, but you stay in someone's house, say it's your parlor. How is it your parlor? So, but if it's your own, either you rent it or you build it, and you can say this is your parlor, nobody should cross it. True, yes.
Yes.
So that's how the contract address is. So look at it now. You go to CoinGecko. Most time when we now want to buy some coins, on decentralized wallet. Let me say example. Let me type this coin. Let me refresh this. So let me say I want to buy let me say I want to buy, okay, let's just pick even grass. This guy started again, this retardio. This coin has done massive thing before. So let's say I want to buy this retardio. This is a very strong coin. It's been a while and it has pumped and give a lot of money for people. Now, let's say I want to buy this retardio, okay? Now, if I click this retardio, let me just open it. As I click on this retardio, see what you are going to see on CoinGecko. See what you're asking about. Contract address. This is the contract address. And on the contract address, you'll be able to identify which ecosystem. This is Solana. This is the Solana logo. If you are confused, if you scroll down when you say chains, you see Solana ecosystem. So any coin that you pick the contract address, look at it in the front of it, that is the copy icon. Any coin that you pick the contract address that is on Solana, the wallet that you have such coins store is usually on Phantom Wallet. And one of the major places you have such coin to be swapped is called Radium, Jupiter, and the like. Now, assuming I want to buy this same coin now, what am I going to do? Number one, I will need to have Solana in my wallet. All right? I will need to have Solana in my wallet, and then I will come and paste the contract address. Look at it. Once you paste the contract address, it shows the name of the coin. Are you seeing it now? So when it shows the name of the coin, if you have Solana to buy the coin, look at it, assuming I want to buy the coin now, and I want to buy this coin, worth of, let's see the Solana, 0.05 Solana. 0.05 Solana is $8. And it showed me that it's going to give me 62 retardio. Are you seeing it now? Then I'll click on swap. Now, why am I clicking on swap? I'm clicking on swap, right? I'm clicking on swap. So it's going to ask me to put my password. You can see now when I was talking, I say, all of you will need to have Solana Phantom Wallet. So as I click on swap, yes, so by default, as I click on swap, by default, is going to connect that transaction into my wallet where I have the Solana. So what it does here now is that immediately the swap agree, okay, it's still telling me as you accept, and I say swap. Immediately the swap occur, what happened to me, my transaction is very simple. My transaction is very simple. That means it will give me that retardio and collect my Solana. So we have done exchange. Yes. Are you getting it now?
Yes.
So that means I have done exchange. My Solana is converted to retardio, and then retardio is given to me. Are you getting it now? Okay, like now, it's like I even swapped twice because I'm seeing 124. All right, look at it. That means I bought worth of $16, which is 124. Are you getting it now? So as I bought 124, assuming when the price of the coin has gone up very well, and I want to sell the same way, I will just swap, I will just sweep it up. Look at it. I will just sweep it up this way. And I say, if it's up or just 50% of it, which is 62, and I click on swap, it will swap. That was maybe when I have made money on the token. Are you getting it now?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how talking about contract address. So contract address is associated with buy and selling of coins on decentralized, and at the same time, saving of those tokens on decentralized wallet. Example, Phantom Wallet, MetaMask Wallet, and all manner of wallet. Does that make sense to you now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, but when it has to do with buying and selling on centralized exchange, e.g., Binance, Bybit, OKES, you don't need the contract address. What you need is the name of the coin. And in the name of the coin, in stock market, stock trading, and everything, or financial market, we call something the ticker name. That is the identity of that particular asset. Just like when you say Bitcoin now, what's the ticker of Bitcoin? What's the identity of Bitcoin? Just like short
BTC.
form, BTC. So, because sometimes when you go to an exchange and you want to buy some coins, the name may not even go. If you say Bitcoin now, you say BTC. The former name of BTC, the original short name of BTC is called XBT. So imagine when you are talking of BTC or Bitcoin and somebody say XBT, you wouldn't even imagine it. Imagine you are looking for Ripple in an exchange, you type Ripple. It won't bring it out. All right? You will be struggling for it until you type what? XRP. So what is the correlation of XRP with Ripple? If not for the P that is there, why is X there? What is X doing? So, but that's the ticker name as the symbol identified with XRP. So when you are trading on an exchange, you must identify, or you must know those names as symbol, or what we call ticker name. And that's all what you need to buy and sell on exchange. Okay?
Okay, sir.
You're welcome. Any other question, anyone? Udom, your network was bad yesterday. You were on and off. Udom, speak to us. You were on and off yesterday. Your network was bad. Am I correct?
Yes, yes, sir. The network took me out several
Yeah.
times.
I observe I was not seeing you at a point. I will see you again and all of that.
I almost cried. I said, this class that I'm enjoying, is network playing around with me? But I joined later again.
Okay.
Uh, But today my network is fantastic. I've been on since.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. So
You've really done well. It's such a fantastic class. Thank you very much.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm going to make the video available for us on the group. And then I say tomorrow, the group is going to be made open, and so that everybody can ask questions. And those of you on that group, I've told you, if you anyone who private chat to on nonsense things, just report the fellows so that we delete them out and all of that. So all I encourage everyone is to settle down, pay attention, learn. And one thing, just try to be independent, and there are a whole lot of things to pick in this space, especially in crypto and then just financial market in general. But if you don't take it personal, trust me, number one, you can be misguided by hypes, make believe. People will tell you, and then you now, it's not as if you are up your game. You become so unrealistic. You become so unrealistic. It will tell you and all of that. Even when you are doing well meaning it's not how much you make. Because I always tell people, to make money, it is more difficult to eat food than to make money. That is, making money is easier than eating food. But then one of the difficult aspects is that, you see, keeping money is very difficult. That's to grow wealth. And you see, in crypto, anybody can make any money. For instance, I always tell us in our community in Planb, I said, right? I said what to make is not what matters, but what to do with what to make is what matter. Some persons can come in, and in cryptocurrency, you can come in with millions of dollars, and you will lose everything if you refuse to have the right mentorship. Then somebody who don't have much will come in and become millionaire in your eye because he had the right mentorship. So it means crypto is actually not how much money. Yes, fine. Money, if you have enough money, can be an advantage. But I've seen a lot of people come into crypto and they lost nothing less than 300 million naira, 400 million naira, not to just because maybe they buy Bitcoin or so, but they were carried away by the hypes and aesthetics. When you tell them, settle down, learn like this. No, 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 no. I want to make this money. No, want to make this person say I can make so amount of money. And then you say, can you just pay attention to knowledge, develop yourself, equip yourself with the right information, with the right knowledge? No, 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 no. It will be too expensive for them to learn, but they can find it very easy to just waste their money in a twinkle of an eye. So that's why I always tell people, when you come into this space, please try as much as possible to be personal. Okay? Try as much as possible to be personal.
Move down a bit.
Okay, so guys, I think we have come to the end of the class today. Oh, somebody say, okay, he have a question. Okay, Nojim. Okay, Nojim say he has a question. I think your question will be the last one we are picking, Nojim. All right, let me just. Etim, you didn't speak to us yesterday. You came late. Okay. Nojim, go ahead and ask your question. Nojim, you want to ask a question? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And you have been doing a good job, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Sir, okay. I joined your WhatsApp platform through
Yes.
a link from one of my mentor, Mr. Noel, thereabout.
Okay.
So yesterday, I think there was a clash of maybe I think he himself said he had a session. So, but it's your own. I came across and I click it. I really appreciate what you are delivering in that section. So I really appreciate. But I was caught up by so tiredness. So even before I know what is happening, I've been following you. I just discovered that the earphone is in my ear, but
Hey.
I am already gone. I'm far slept, but there are little things I got, and I'm you know, I have passion for those things. So,
Yes.
but thank you for today. I did participate with you as well. So, but my question is this, sir.
Yes.
In order not to waste people's time, so that we all of us can go home and react on what you have said. So,
Yes.
actually, what gave me concern is that when you are giving us an instruction to go and buy a particular coin or a token,
yes,
and keep.
Mm.
Is it the right place to keep this token? Is it in a decentralized exchange or centralized exchange? So I want a light to be thrown in this, because when they were asked to buy, you can buy under a centralized exchange, you can buy under a decentralized exchange.
Yes.
So in this two place, I'm getting confused. When I buy this token, can I still hold it in my under my asset in my centralized exchange, or the best bet is because I have a Phantom wallet, I have a MetaMask wallet, and I have these exchanges. So I'm a newbie, but I'm confused. I have not owned any token. The only asset I have now is my USDT, and it's $20. It's only lying in my Bybit. I'm afraid of trading because I'm not too good there yet. So if I go to any copy trading, I discover that after some time, the trader against me, they are eating my $4, $3. So, and I want to have a full knowledge before I really go into this. So,
okay, no,
please, sir.
Okay, no,
yes, sir.
The first direct answer to your first question is any coin you are buying and is for holding, right? You are not meant to keep it in your centralized exchange. It's meant to be kept, like any coin that is like on Solana blockchain. You are supposed to save yourself from the stress of transfer, withdraw. When such coin you want to buy them, you just go to your wallet. Let your Solana be wallet like your Phantom wallet. The way I did this swap of this coin now, once you swap it, leave it in Phantom wallet. Because there's a popular saying in crypto who said, not your private key, not your asset. So because when you have private keys, your decentralized wallet. So, but on your centralized exchange, we have had a lot of exchange that have disappeared. So most time when people look at it, maybe even when you invest on some platform, some of us will be afraid of like when we invest on some third party platform. Centralized exchange,
Okay.
like more or less like third party platform, because we have Cryptopia that have disappeared with people's money. We have FTX
Okay.
that have crashed down, and then nobody can have their access to their money. We have Hotbit.
Okay.
We have different exchange platform. Though some like top-notch exchange platform now, like Binance, OKX, they now have
Final.
all insurance. But nevertheless, even
Okay.
when they have insurance, God forbid, let's say Binance have problem today globally, and they cannot access their platform, maybe like cyber attack, and it take like
Okay.
1 year to restore. Imagine when all your money and your children's school fees, everything is there.
I stop there.
So that's
Okay.
very exactly. So, but if it's a wallet, and that's why we call it decentralized. For instance, if I
Okay.
keep money in
Okay.
one of my wallets and the phone you
Okay.
store the wallet has problem, you can restore it to another new phone when you buy it. And that's why any
Yes.
coin you
By
are holding,
keeping the phrase.
exactly, any coin you are holding,
Okay.
keep it in your decentralized wallet and not your exchange.
Oh,
Then
okay.
concerning like copy trading. Now, first thing, what I always tell you is that first of all, instead of like copy trading, is to create your own bot, just like the example I did on Bybit and other, this thing, maybe your money is little, instead of, because there's some copy trading when you follow, right? It's not as if the
Yes.
it's not as if the trader is going to crash
Okay.
money. Okay, look at the example I pick on that guy copy trading. Now, the first day,
Okay.
second, for like 5 days, it was running at lost. So if you are following
Hmm.
some, for the fact that you join a trader now and the first, the second
Now.
day you are at loss, does not mean that that person does not know how to trade. Okay, it
Hmm.
can be that
Yes,
it
sir.
was just that it was having a wrong trade that time. So, and if you are not
Okay.
careful, if you meet loss today, loss tomorrow, you say now, wow, you will just close and run away. And when you come back,
Yes.
the third day or the fourth day, the person is already in massive profit. And that's
In
what,
massive profits.
so that's how. Now, let me tell you one thing. Do you know that this trade now, if anybody was copying this trade, like this was just ordinary $50 here, right? And this
Okay.
dollars, it will stay for 14 days. Did you know that
Hmm.
2 days ago, yes, 2 days ago, this same trade you are seeing that total profit is $38, right? Almost
Yes.
$40. If you get to
Okay.
$40, if you get to $40, that is 80%. That's what it means, right? Now,
Yes. Yes, sir.
but did you know that 3 days ago, it was having drawdown of 50%?
Hmm.
So imagine if you are copying the trade and that 2 3
And
you will be
you
melting.
you
You'll be
you
melting.
ran away.
So somebody was on that. That's the advantage of mentorship sometimes. So one of my mentees
Yes, sir.
was chatting with me, sir, what's going on? What am I going to do? I said, leave it, don't worry, just leave it. Then
Just relax.
so
Thank you, sir.
gradually, when the market now was correcting itself, when I asked him, say, is everything settled now? I say, you see, you don't need to kill yourself. But sometimes when you
Hmm.
don't have the right mentorship or right mentor to call on to, say, what's going on? And he give you some, at least ahead counsel and said, oh, don't worry, leave it this way and all of that. Then you'll now be fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I'm cool, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you,
So
sir.
it's a
Yes.
gradual process. I've told you guys that I will do some short videos and then that will
Okay.
to kick you off. But of course, to now get settled to learn, properly and do, of course, you need training. That's just the truth. But
Yes.
but
Yes.
from the beginning to be doing little and all of that, things are not as
Yes, sir.
difficult as what you used to have before. Things are more
Of
decentralized,
course.
a lot easier than before
Yeah.
now.
Yes. I'm open for any your opportunity of mentorship. No problem, sir. We learn more. We learn and we continue to learn.
Yes.
I want to take action because I've been playing with my Bybits there about exchange. So
Yes.
I don't want to take the risk since I'm not fully equipped. So
Yes.
that's just it.
Yes.
So
It's
yes,
well.
sir.
It's well with you.
Thank you.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So guys, do have a nice rest. Enjoy your night. And then so tomorrow on that group, we're going to open it so for interaction. And of course, I'll do some short videos, for you guys to be able to use and then get started both on trading, both on different robotic and even the decentralized softwares, and so how you can be independently making money gradually. Then over time, build yourself and build your finances. And that's one of the basic things. Coming into our ecosystem is learning how to be financially free, more than just to make money. Because if you're just looking for to make money, you make some money, you run away after some time because you're just looking for, okay, let me just make money and buy a car. And once you buy the car, the car will now become your your attention. So do have a nice time, everyone. And those of you who come from the other general group, of course, pay attention to information and let's move on. Thank you very much. Bye. See you guys.